Hello guys, in today's video we're going to talk about the between operator and the and operator in Microsoft SQL. In SQL, the between operator is used to filter data within a specified range, including boundary values. It is commonly used for numerical, date, and text values. While the AND operator allows you to combine multiple conditions, when the AND operator is used with the between operator, it helps to refine your query with additional filter. So without further ado, let's get started. So first thing first, let's create our table. So let me go to my VS Code and copy the query for the table I've written. So let's go to my SQL, Microsoft SQL, and paste it. So let me execute it. So we have created our table that has an employee ID, employee name, department, attendance date, and hours worked. So the next thing is to populate our table. So let me go back to my VS Code and copy and paste. So now let me highlight and populate our table we just created. So I've populated the table we just created. Now let's use the between and the and operator. So let me write a query. Before that, let's see the whole data set we populate. Before that, let's look at our table. Select all from our table name is employee attendance. So highlight and execute. Let me run out. So you can see that we have 15 rows of employee ID, employee name, department, attendance date, and hours worked. So now let's use the in-between range. Let's use the between and the and operator. We'll be writing a query to find where employees who work between December 3rd and December 7th, 2024. Let's write our query. Select all from employee attendance, where attendance date between. So 20. Note that if you're querying date in SQL, you need to use double quotes. If you're querying date and text value, you need to use double quotes. So 24/12/003 and 24/12/07. Before we run it, let me comment on this query we are writing. So the purpose of it is to find employee who worked between December 3 and December 7. So now let's run our query. Highlight and execute. And you can see that the employees who work between December 7 and December 3 and December 7 are 5 in numbers. You can see the Charlie Brown, Diana Prince, Ivan Miller, Fiona Davis, and George Wilson. And this is the amount of hours they work. So the query retrieve all records where attendance fall between December 3rd and December 7th, including those dates. So the next exercise we need to do is to let me comment on the next exercise. So the next exercise, we are going to find employee who worked between 7 and 9 hours. So let's comment. Find employees who work between 7 and 9 hours. So let's write our query. Select all from employee attendance, which is our table, where our hours worked between 7 and 9. So let's run our query, highlight and execute, and we can see that the number of people who worked 7 hours to 9 hours are 11 of them, and these are all their departments. This is the date and this is the hours worked. So the query filter employee who worked a range of hours between 7 to 9 hours each day. So let's write our next query. So our query, we're going to find employees in the IT department who worked between 8 and 9 hours. Find employees in the IT department who work between 8 and 9 hours each day. So let's write our query. Select all from from employee attendance where department is equals to IT and hours worked between 8 and 9. Let's run our query. So highlight and execute. So the query combined the between operator for filtering hours worked with the and operator to narrow results to the IT department. So you can see in the IT department, for people that worked between 8 and 9 hours, are just 4 employees, which are Bob Smith, Ivan Miller, Kyla Green, Oscar Blake. So this is it. So the next exercise we'll do is to find employee with names alphabetically between Charlie Brown and Jane Doe. So let's comment on it. Find employee with names alphabetically between Charlie Brown and Jane Doe. So now let's write our query. So select all from employee attendance table where employee name between Charlie Brown and Jane Doe. So let's close our query. So let's highlight and run our query. Select and execute. So you can see the name between Charlie Brown and Jane Doe are 8 people. So the query filter employee whose name fall alphabetically between the given range between Charlie Brown and Jane Doe. Our last exercise, we're going to use AND for multiple conditions. So we are going to find employees from HR or finance department who work between December 10 and December 14. So let's comment on it first. Who work between December 10 and December 14? So let's comment. Find employees from HR or finance department who work between December 10 and December 14. So let's write our query. So select all from employee attendance table where we're going to use bracket department, where department is equals to IT or department is equals to finance, and attendance date between December 2024 10 and let me use capital letter and 2024 14. So let's highlight our query, highlight and execute. You can see in the IT or HR department, for people who work between 10 to 14 are just 2 employees, Kelly Green and Mike Evans, and both are from each department. So thank you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly do so. And there you have it. The between and the and operator are powerful tools for filtering data in SQL. Use between for simple range query. Combine between and an operator for more precise filtering. You can experiment using the between operator and the and operator to master this concept. Thank you for watching, and until next time,